Hi everyone, today we're going to look at cylinders and we are more specifically going to find the volume of the cylinder. So I have this one, sorry about the drawing, but we're going to label let's go all the way across and label the diameter. And let's say that this is 12.3 yards. Okay, now since this is three-dimensional, we're also going to talk about the height. And so the distance the height of a figure is when you put it on its base, how high up is it? And so let's say that this object is 15 yards high. All right, so we start just like we start with our circle problems, C, A, R, D, and then we label what we have, which is the diameter, 12.3 yards. All right, well, the radius is half of that, so we're going to go ahead and take 12.3 divided by 2, 6.15 yards. Now, when we are finding the volume, we are taking the area of the circle and we are kind of stacking the areas of the circle on top of each other for that whole 15 yards. So we're going to find the area, but we don't really have a need for the circumference. So even though I wrote card, that just is something I always do and I get in a good habit of doing, but we don't need the circumference, we need the area. So remember that's pi r squared, so I'm going to take 3.14 times my radius squared. And I get 118.76265 yards squared. Now volume equals the area of the base times the height. Now remember we talked about this is 15 yards high. That's the height that we're using. Now they say in the formula, if you look it up, they use a capitalized B, but that means the area of the base, which in this case is the area of a circle. So I am going to take my 118.76265 times the height of the cylinder, which was 15. So I get 1,781.43975. Now I didn't mention anything about rounding or anything like that, so I just went ahead and wrote the entire thing down. Now this is three-dimensional. We are talking about the space inside of the cylinder, so I'm going to label it yards cubed. So there you have it. That's how we found the volume of a cylinder. Let's go ahead and take a look at one more cylinder. This time I'm just going to start with the radius. So let's say 5.2 centimeters. All right, then we'll label the height as well. Let's say 10.5 centimeters. And let's just work through this problem again. So we have CARD. This time they gave me the radius is 5.2 centimeters. Now to find the area, I actually don't need the diameter. And since we're not finding the circumference, that's one less step that I need. So I'm going to go ahead and take 3.14 times my radius squared. And I got 84.9056 centimeters squared. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and use that to find the volume. Remember, the volume is the area of the base times the height. We've identified the height as 10.5, and the area of the base was that area of the circle. So let's go ahead and plug this in. 84.9056 times the height, which was 10.5. 891.5088. And again, it's volume, so we're going to label it centimeters cubed. All right, hopefully you have a good understanding of how to find the volume of a cylinder.